Hello and welcome to a new episode of Vedic Spirituality. I'm your host, my name is Madan Gopal Das, and on this channel we are talking about Vedic philosophy, Vedic culture, Vedic spirituality, and you can learn how you can achieve a life full of happiness and fulfillment. Today I'm talking to you from Basel in Switzerland. I'm here just on the streets and I just felt some inspiration to record a video. In the beginning of this channel, I just make videos with random topics, what just comes from the top of my mind, what comes to my mind. And today I would like to talk about reincarnating onto other planets. So, in the Vedic scriptures, it is clearly mentioned that all the different planets in this universe are full of life forms. It is contrary to the modern conception of science that the moon, the sun, the Venus, the Jupiter and all the different planets we know are wastelands just with incredible temperatures, unfit for life, and only this Earth is in the proper position that life can be sustained and developed. So in the Vedic scripture it's clearly mentioned that all the different planets are inhabited, including the moon, including the sun, including the Mars and whatever it might be there in the universe. Everything is full of life. So, and in the Vedic universe, or in the description of the universe, there are 14 different planetary systems, or we can also say like realms, or 13 different dimensions. But dimensions is not a proper word in this context, but it is mentioned lokas, which means like realms or planetary systems. And there are 7 lower and 7 higher, and the Earth is in the middle. It is the first one of the higher. It is the 8 from below, the 7 from up, and we are in the middle, so to say. And in the lower, and this our realm, our planetary earthly realm, is especially this place where we live in, the humans. This is called the place of karma. Actually, this human species is especially meant to achieve merit. Different, and if we achieve we make a good karma. Good karma means we're having actions that bring pleasure to others, and we are doing positive action with higher vibrations. Then we will reincarnate in higher planets. If we do bad karma, which is harming others, we reincarnate in lower planets. The higher planets, they are in the light, and they're more divine, and all the living entities who live on the higher planet, they have a higher consciousness, and they're higher vibrational beings, mostly also with mystical powers. And in the lower realms, the people, they are more demoniac, more materialistic. In the lower planetary system, there is also something like a heaven where there is a lot of enjoyment, but the enjoyment you get in the lower planetary systems is very materialistic. It's like similar to like the modern society in the cities, in a discotheque, there is lots of drugs and low vibes and techno music, a lot of electronics, and also from the technology we are using nowadays on our planet with the smartphones and electronics and computer and stuff. This is mostly coming from lower regions. They are lower vibration technologies. In the higher planetary systems, the technology is used is more natural, is not is very, it's not harming nature. It is in how you say, in balance with nature, or in harmony with nature, and is more based on like spiritual, spirit, or m- like it more has to do with mind power and uh, I'm sorry, just got stuck. It is more, you influence the material elements more through sound vibrations and mind, more subtle elements, not through gross elements like we're doing in the modern technique with computers and stuff like that. So basically, we are living in the middle planet, in the middle. We're in the middle. The Earth is the middle, and from this place, according to how you live your life, you will incarnate in the next life in a higher planetary system or in a lower planetary system, depending on your consciousness, depending on your deeds. And and there is also in the Vedas is a part, karma kanda it is called. It's the kanda means part, which deals with this, what type of actions you have to do, what type of rituals you have to perform to incarnate in a certain planet, in a certain species of the higher planets, but this is not my forte, because the spiritual literatures of the Vedas, like the Upanishads, they do not encourage for this. They do not encourage to incarnate in higher planets. They do not encourage to go to lower planets. They encourage for spiritual self-realization, which leads one beyond this cycle of birth and death in either higher, lower, or middle planetary systems. It will lead to liberation, where you go beyond the material universe to the spiritual realm, where the liberated, enlightened souls live. So, and also, in this earthly planet is actually the perfect place for spiritual advancement, because in all other places, the material energy is much more strong, much more beautiful, especially in the higher planetary systems. There's like so-called heaven, and their life is very long. There's almost no sickness and almost no troubles. There is always abundance of everything. Food is much more tastier, much more healthier, and in that condition, it is very difficult for the soul to aim for self-realization, because the dualities are not as strong on this earthly realm. But in our human form of life, we have the dualities of the material energy are very strong, and we experience a lot of hardships, a lot of pain. And in this atmosphere, we rather think, oh no, this is not a nice place to stay, and we should aim for self-realization and end this cycle of birth and death and so on. Therefore, it is always encouraged not to aim for heavenly pleasures, to incarnate among the angels, among the mighty gods, or anything like that. It's always encouraged to use this human form of life to make an end to this cyclic birth. This is for YouTube.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Hello, YouTube.
Hello. Have a good evening. Yeah. As I said, it's quite awkward to talk, but that's it. That's like that. Yeah. So that is the topic for today, incarnating to other planets. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was informative for you. If you liked, as always, please subscribe. Please hit the notification bell so you will be notified for any new uploads. And see you next time. Thank you.